Oh, to all my Canadian friends up there, you keep bringing me back because I love adventure. I love going to places I've never been and places that I've been, like the Arctic island caribou and the Greenland muskox. I can remember like it was yesterday. That polar bear chasing me across the ice almost had a hold of me, and Bob McGuire filmed it. You guys remember that on VHS. That was a long time ago, wasn't it? Well, this week we're going, part of my obsession quest is to go back for polar bear hunting. Back up in the Arctic, more adventure, don't go away. It's an exciting one.
Bass Pro Shops and Alamositos Ranch present Bob Volkrod's Hunting Adventures. Seven continents, 80 species. A 5-year quest in the making. High adventure. Dangerous game. Real-world training tips. This is Bob Volkrod's Hunting Adventures.
Okay, here we go. You know, Stan, Gore-Tex wanted some adventure. They wanted to test some of their gear. I'm headed to the Arctic.
I'll tell you what, Bob, you are the man. This is an adventure that is off the charts. People dream their entire life about things that you've already done.
Well, they want a test of equipment. This, give it to them.
Thank you, partner, for sharing this with us.
Bob's adventure starts in the tiny hamlet of Cambridge Bay, the last outpost of human settlement in the Canadian far north. Now deep inside the Arctic Circle, Bob has entered a frozen, surreal landscape. Here the sun can rise in the south, in the north, or not at all. They must traverse across hundreds of miles of ice-blown, barren terrain in search of widely dispersed animals. The only way forward now is on snowmobile, but the Arctic will challenge man and his technology like no place else on Earth.
I guess my expectations on a hunting trip like this is the adventure part of it. You know, when you come on a trip, you know, especially to the north, you have to understand that it's long hours. Not everybody works on United States time. You're working with mechanical pieces of equipment like snowmobiles, or, you know, boats, motors, trucks, automobiles, or whatever. You can have a tendency to break down. You know, we hadn't got started very far. You know, the first thing we did, we had to repair a sled.
Hey, Bob, that's a prime example right there of you've got to be ready for anything up in that country.
Not only that, your equipment. I may have even had to spend the night right there, but it only took us a few hours to get the sled fixed and we was on our way again. But it's like any hunt. You could get a flat tire, you know, the motor could run out of gas, it could quit running. Go with the flow, relax. You got a lot more days to make this trip happen and be successful.
That's right. You got to keep your head about you because it's life-threatening situations in that country.
It is up there.
Bob Volkrod's gear includes a Browning A-Bolt and 300 short mag, Winchester 180 grain Nosler ballistic tip bullets, Swarovski optics, Redhead Polar Tech base layers, and Redhead Extreme Elements outerwear with Gore-Tex and Windstopper.
You know, hunting with Eskimos or Nunavak up here in the Arctic. Ever since I was a little boy and read books onto it, I was fascinated by it. You're going back in time. Yeah, you're dealing with some snow machines, but I mean, to come up here in this kind of environment and watch the people just go about their daily routine business, just like somebody would be down in Florida on the beach. You know, they dress for it, the cold.
Snow got to flying in my sled. I'm comfortable.
It's hard to put in words, but when you read about the native people up here and how they survived, it's really, for me, an honor just to come up here and be able to spend time with them and hunt with them.
Closed captioning has been provided by Swarovski Optics.